Imagine waking up in a city with almost no traffic jams, no endless lines of cars, no giant highways cutting through neighborhoods. Instead, thousands of quiet electric vehicles move above the streets like something out of a science fiction movie. That future sounds impossible, but suddenly, people are talking about it again because of Elon Musk. For years, flying cars were treated like fantasy, cool in movies but impossible in real life. But now, real companies are testing flying vehicles in the air, governments are creating new rules for them, and Elon Musk himself has hinted at technology that could make a Tesla do things normal cars simply cannot. At the same time, Musk is also building robotaxis, AI driving systems, underground tunnels, and transportation networks designed to remove traffic forever. So the big question is no longer, are flying cars possible? The real question is this: if vehicles can move in the sky instead of roads, what happens to roads themselves? And if Elon Musk succeeds, cities may never look the same again. Elon Musk has spent almost his entire career trying to change transportation. First, it was Tesla, then reusable rockets with SpaceX, then the Hyperloop idea, then underground tunnels through the Boring Company, and now autonomous robotaxis. There's one thing connecting all of them. Musk believes modern transportation is broken. He has talked for years about how cities are becoming too crowded. Roads get wider, highways expand, yet traffic somehow keeps getting worse. In many major cities, people lose hundreds of hours every year sitting in traffic. Musk once explained that roads have a physical limit. You can only fit so many cars on them, but the sky above cities is mostly empty. That's part of why people keep connecting Elon Musk to flying vehicles. Not because he officially announced a flying Tesla for sale, he hasn't, but because almost every transportation company he builds is designed to remove limits. Even Tesla's future may not focus on normal driving anymore. Musk recently said most future Teslas will eventually become autonomous vehicles instead of traditional cars. The biggest reason people are talking about a flying Tesla right now comes from Elon Musk himself. During recent appearances, including conversations on Joe Rogan's podcast, Musk hinted that Tesla is working on something crazy for the next generation roadster. He avoided directly saying the car would fly, but he strongly teased technology inspired by SpaceX rockets. This connects to something Musk has mentioned for years, the so-called SpaceX package. According to Musk, this version of the Roadster could use small cold gas thrusters. These are tiny rocket-like systems that release compressed gas for bursts of force. Musk has claimed they could improve acceleration, braking, and handling. At different points, he even joked that the car could hover briefly. But this is where things get important. Tesla has not shown a fully flying car. No public prototype exists yet. No official aviation approval exists. And many engineers remain skeptical that a normal road car could safely achieve true flight with current battery technology. Some recent Tesla patents appear to focus more on downforce systems and fan-assisted handling rather than actual flying. So right now, the idea of a real flying Tesla is still mostly speculation mixed with Musk's ambitious promises. And if history tells us anything, Elon Musk often aims far beyond what currently exists. Technically, Tesla could probably build some kind of flying prototype. Practically mass-producing a flying car is much harder. The biggest problem is energy. Flying takes enormous power. A normal electric car already uses huge batteries just to drive on roads. Lifting that same vehicle into the air would require far more energy in a very short amount of time. That's why most modern flying vehicle companies are building lightweight aircraft instead of normal cars with wings. Safety is another massive issue. If a regular car breaks down, it stops on the side of the road. If a flying vehicle fails in the air, the situation becomes much more dangerous. Regulators would require backup systems, emergency landing technology, collision avoidance AI, and strict air traffic control. And then there's noise. Even many modern electric air vehicles are still loud compared to cars. Imagine thousands of flying vehicles above cities every day. The noise alone could become a serious political problem. Tesla would also face regulatory barriers from aviation agencies around the world. Building a car company is hard. Building an aircraft company is even harder. Ironically, Musk already understands this better than most people because of SpaceX. SpaceX has experienced multiple Starship failures while testing advanced launch systems, showing just how difficult aerospace engineering really is. That's why many experts believe Tesla's flying car ideas may end up becoming short hover demonstrations instead of true mass-market flying vehicles. But even if Tesla never makes a true flying car, something very important is already happening. The flying vehicle industry is becoming real. Companies around the world are building electric aircraft called eVTOLs, short for electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles. Think of them like a mix between a helicopter, a drone, and an electric car. Some of these aircraft are already flying in test programs. Joby Aviation has completed hundreds of test flights and is working with regulators in the United States. Archer Aviation is building electric air taxi systems for cities. And Aleph Aeronautics revealed a prototype vehicle designed to drive on roads and perform limited flight operations. Some companies claim commercial launches could happen within the next few years, although timelines may still change. These vehicles are not exactly like the flying cars from movies. Most look more like compact aircraft than normal cars. Still, the important part is this. For the first time in decades, flying transportation is moving from science fiction into real engineering. Governments are already discussing air highways and future traffic systems for low-altitude aircraft. Airports may eventually exist on top of buildings instead of outside cities. That sounds futuristic today, but so did electric cars 15 years ago. And maybe flying cars are not even the main story here. What if Elon Musk's real goal is removing human driving altogether? That may already be happening. Tesla is pushing aggressively into autonomous driving and robotaxis. Musk believes future transportation networks will mostly operate through AI-controlled vehicles instead of human drivers. In this future, you may not even own a car. An autonomous vehicle could simply arrive when you need it, drive you somewhere, then leave to pick up another passenger. That alone could dramatically reduce traffic and parking needs inside cities. And that matters because parked cars currently take up enormous amounts of urban space. Parking lots, parking garages, wide roads, gas stations. Entire cities are designed around storing vehicles. If AI transportation becomes efficient enough, cities could redesign huge portions of themselves around people instead of cars. That future may honestly be more realistic than millions of personal flying vehicles. And Elon Musk seems increasingly focused on autonomy first, with flying technology possibly becoming a later step instead of the main plan. If transportation changes dramatically, cities could change with it. Think about how much space roads actually use. Highways cut through downtown areas. Massive parking lots surround stores. Entire neighborhoods are built around commuting. Now imagine a future where vehicles can move more efficiently through autonomous systems, or eventually through the air. Cities might shrink roads and create more housing, parks, and walkable spaces. Parking garages could disappear. Delivery systems could become airborne. Emergency vehicles could bypass traffic completely. Even suburbs might change. Today, many people live far away from cities because roads and commuting define where they can travel. Faster transportation could completely reshape where people choose to live and work. But the economic impact would also be enormous. Road construction, trucking, gas stations, auto repair industries, parking companies, and even real estate markets could all change dramatically. This is why transportation revolutions matter so much historically. Cars changed the entire structure of society in the 20th century, and if flying transportation or AI transportation becomes mainstream, it could trigger another massive redesign of civilization itself. There's also a darker side to this future. First, air traffic. Managing millions of flying vehicles above cities would be incredibly difficult. One software error or communication failure could become dangerous very quickly. Then there's weather. Rain, fog, snow, and strong winds already affect airplanes and helicopters. Small personal flying vehicles could struggle even more. Cybersecurity is another huge concern. Modern vehicles already rely heavily on software. If future transportation becomes fully autonomous and connected to networks, hacking risks become a serious issue. And then there's inequality. New technology usually arrives for wealthy people first. Early flying vehicles would likely cost huge amounts of money, meaning rich customers could gain access long before average families. That could create a future where the sky becomes a premium transportation layer for the wealthy, while everyone else stays on crowded roads below. So even if the technology works, society still has to decide how it should actually be used. Some version of this future probably will happen, but not exactly like the movies. Experts generally believe limited flying taxi systems could appear in certain cities within the next decade. Small commercial air routes may become normal before personal flying cars do. Mass adoption is a different story. The costs, regulations, infrastructure, safety testing, and battery limitations are still enormous challenges. That's why most analysts think the first generation of flying transport will stay limited, expensive, and carefully controlled. And Elon Musk's own timelines have historically been very optimistic. The Tesla Roadster itself was first revealed back in 2017 and still has not officially launched. So while Musk's ideas often sound impossible at first, they also tend to take much longer than expected. Still, even partial success could permanently change transportation forever. Right now, Elon Musk has not officially revealed a real flying Tesla. A lot of the internet hype comes from rumors, podcast comments, patents, and Musk's own teasing statements. But the bigger trend is real. Flying vehicle companies are advancing quickly. AI transportation is improving every year. Autonomous systems are reshaping how cities think about movement. Maybe roads won't completely disappear, but they may become far less important than they are today. And if that happens, future generations could look back at massive traffic jams the same way we look back at horse carriages, old technology from another era. Because the moment transportation leaves the ground, cities stop being limited by roads, and that could change civilization forever.